What's going on? What's going on, my co-creators? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's a Sunday morning. Decided to come to the park this morning and just kind of set up a little blanket in the grass and kind of do some grounding. Put my feet into the ground and connect and do a little sun gazing. Sun kind of peeking out through the clouds right now, so it's kind of still easy to look at. I've been looking into the benefits of sun gazing. Heard it has some real good benefits to opening up your mind and opening up your heart and your third eye and just being more aware of things going on around you. Speaking of being more aware of things, my co-creators, there are a lot of things that will be coming to light soon in this world. Things that we're not gonna believe. It's gonna be some things that's gonna be very disturbing. Some things are gonna be very hard to swallow. Some people that you've looked up to, some people that you've admired, they're gonna be shown out to be into some strange things, and it's gonna kind of flip your world upside down. So I want you to be prepared. I don't want you to lose yourself. I mean, maybe you need to lose yourself a little bit because it's gonna be some of the stuff gonna be hard to swallow. I think this week is gonna be interesting. I think there's gonna be some information coming out this week about certain people that's gonna be very disturbing. Cause I've been seeing a lot of stuff kind of bubbling underneath the surface, and it's like, man, there's so much information out there right now about how this world really works and what people really do and what they're really into. And I mean, if anybody want to find information, they can find it easily right now. It's not hard to find. This stuff used to be hard to get your hands on, but now there's more and more stuff like right in our in front of our eyes. It's all stuff that always been there, but now it's becoming more obvious. It's like there are certain powers that be, unseen hands. They're trying to pull a fast one on us in so many ways at one time, but it's almost like the methods that they are using to confuse us and entrap us is also allowing us to see them. And I kind of hate saying them sometimes, but that's kind of the only way to describe it, because these individuals that I'm talking about, some of them are right in plain sight, but a lot of the people that's pushing a lot of agendas in the world that like to keep people in fear, keep people confused, keep people off kilter, and looking outside of themselves for power instead of looking within to the God within, because we are co-creators. A lot of these people, they like to see us not realizing our true power and keeping us in a serving position, serving them and not serving ourselves, and serving people that actually need our help. And so yeah, folks, it's gonna be interesting. Just be on the lookout for that. And when some crazy stuff does come out, when information does come out, just know that if you lead with love and you don't lead with fear, if you make decisions out of love and don't make decisions out of fear, you'll be okay. I think that's the biggest thing we need to focus on, is making decisions out of love and not fear. And just stay grounded. Prayer can work miracles. It depends on what you believe in and how you feel about certain things, but it can work miracles. It's almost like affirmations around here. But yeah, folks, just be mindful and be prepared and just be open-minded. If you look in the news, there's so much contradicting information that's out right now. One minute we're being told to do this, other minute we're being told that, oh, that doesn't matter. Everything is kind of going back and forward, left and right. This is meant to confuse us, folks. This is meant to keep us from becoming dynamic co-creators and consciously creating our life and how it flows. It's meant to keep us, like I said, in a servitude mind, thinking outside of ourselves instead of thinking of the power that we have inside of us. It's to keep us from remembering who we really are, that we are internal beings that have unlimited potential, and our consciousness expands the entire cosmos. They don't want us to remember all that, because then we can't really serve their agenda if we do. So they're trying to keep us off. But I just hope it doesn't have to get too nasty, have to get too bad before people start to push back and start to say, no, I'm not going along with that. I just hope it doesn't have to get that bad. But I think sometimes people gotta like see the worst things for them to actually wake up. That's the scary part. It's like, man, how far this stuff gotta go before people say, okay, no, I'm not participating in this anymore. And I don't have solutions, man. It's, I'm just trying to do my part right now by just, warning people and trying to get people to remember their true power, their inner strength. I'm trying to help, remind you of that. But this stuff, it's a lot. So anyway, folks, just hang in there, stay spiritually sound. Know that this human experience is an experience, and there's a lot to learn from this experience. And but they say you're not gonna have anything given to you that you can't handle. I'm saying that totally wrong. But if it happens to you, that means you can handle it. So you'll see some interesting things coming. And just be open-minded, folks. You may have to rethink everything that you think is true, everything that you think is real. You may have to rethink it all. You got to be open-minded. All the organizations, all the institutions, everything from the government to certain religious groups and organizations. I'm not saying religion itself, but the organizations and all this stuff. You're going to see some stuff revealed that's going to make you have to restart, hit the restart button, And so just be prepared, folks. And do stuff like getting out in nature. Give you a little swivel. Getting out in nature and, grounding yourself, putting your feet on the earth and feeling that connection, gazing at the sun, getting that vitamin D, very important. Listening to the animals. Well, shoot, some of these animals driving me crazy. These ants out here. I'm trying to fight these ants while I'm trying to do this video. That's why I keep looking around, because they're trying to infiltrate my little thing I got set up. But anyway, yeah, folks, grounding is good. It's Google it, man. I'm tired of sitting here explaining stuff to people. But you're grounding, earthing, whatever you want to call it, putting your feet on the ground. I mean, a lot of us don't get a chance to do that too often because of where we live and stuff like that. So yeah, it's important to put your feet to the earth daily. Gaze at the sun daily. Connect to your surroundings daily. Don't just act like you just a mouse in a maze. We walk around life like we're a little mouse in a maze. We never looking up. We always looking right in front of us. So we got to look up at the bigger picture, get a bird's eye view, and marvel at what we're connected to. We're connected to some crazy cool stuff, man. We got some crazy cool powers, y'all. Crazy cool powers. So, yeah, folks, I really think it's going to be an interesting week. I really do. I think it's going to be rough before it gets easy. And I wish that people start paying attention and stop believing in these institutions, stop believing in the fake stuff they're putting out there to keep people in check. And I always tell y'all, I think if people do start to wake up and start to realize that, you know, a lot of the stuff going on is fakery and distractions, that they're gonna put some real stuff out that'll really scare people and put them in line. And that's where your faith has to take over. That's where your fear of death has to go away, because that's the ultimate weapon that they use on us, because they don't want to kill all of us. They want to use a lot of us. But in order to use us and keep us subjugated, they have to use fear. And the biggest thing that people are afraid of is their health, because they're afraid of dying. They're afraid of the unknown. It's really not the unknown. It's just the unseen. And so they use that. And if you're afraid of death, then you're afraid of all kinds of stuff. You're afraid of illnesses. You're afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. You're afraid of standing up for yourself. I mean, if you're afraid of your mortality, which is very understandable, that can be used against you forever. And so we gotta get to the point where we're not afraid, and we're we're naturally gonna be afraid because that's human nature, but where we're not making decisions and kowtowing and being bullied over fear of anything. I know I'm rambling, folks, but I do love you, and this is all out of love, all out of respect, all out of everything good in me. This is all goodness I'm trying to throw at you, you know. And get outside and get some nature in your life. You know, listen to them birds, touch some trees, and put your feet in the grass and fight off some ants. I'm talking about all this nature. I done killed about 10 ants already since I've been. I guess I don't love nature that much. It's me against them. Anyway, folks, yeah, get out today. 30 minutes cardio. I'm about to go and do me a run in a little while. Also, meditation. Get you some meditation in. 10 minutes meditation. That's all you need to remind yourself of who you are and what's important. And also, turn off the news. Oh man, I saw something on the news, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I know I saw it, and I told it to him, and he didn't believe me. I said, man, you know, in Texas, I don't know about other states, but in Texas, they're counting anyone that calls in to a hospital or comes into a doctor's office, and if they have any coughs, any of the symptoms, which is symptoms of every sickness that you can get, is now COVID-19, that they're counting that as probable cases, and that's actually being counted as new cases. So it ain't saying that you don't need to actually take a test. If you have certain symptoms, and COVID-19 symptoms, a lot of them are similar to the flu, bronchitis, a cold. If you have any of those symptoms and you call in or you show up somewhere, they don't even have to take a test, and you're automatically marked as a COVID a case. So they playing with us. They're playing with these numbers, trying to scare people, man. It sucks that they're doing that crap. And then how you gonna introduce another way to count cases after you already been counting cases one way? So it's like the numbers don't even add up, because you can't have you gotta keep those numbers separate. You can't combine those numbers with the other numbers. And then they hadn't been doing that until recently. So it's just a bunch of malarkey, folks. It's a bunch of scare tactics. It's ridiculous. We need to stop paying attention to these people. So anyway, turn off the news, folks. It's ridiculous. But nah, I told this to my friend, and he was like, "That's not true." He was adamant, "That's not true." I had to go and find a damn news story and send it to him. I'm like, dude, I ain't tripping. I know what I damn saw. I'm not looking for this crap. I don't want to be deceived. I don't want to be played. But it is what it is, you know. They playing with us. And we're going along for the ride. And I sent it to him, and he was like, "Damn, yeah, it was on the news. I didn't even watch the news, and I found that on the damn news." And I saw it online somewhere, and I was like, "Damn, that's actually a real news story." So I looked it up, and it was real. So yeah, but nobody's talking about that. All the numbers are going up, but they're adding people to the list that aren't even being tested. You come around coughing, you call your doctor's office, you got a cough, they supposed to report that as a COVID case or whatever. Bronchitis, pneumonia, flu, a cold. All the symptoms are the same. That's why this thing is so clever, because the symptoms are growing every day. It's like, well, damn, anything you got is considered COVID, you know? I'm surprised they're not adding burping to the list. Everything you do. Oh, you got the COVID farts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell? So anyway, it's ridiculous, folks. Only way it stops if we stop. Anyway, yeah, so turn off the news and leave your cell phone at home sometime. My co-creators, I'm about to gaze at this beautiful sun, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.